Imagine a world without time zones. Chaos reigns. Picture bustling city streets where every clock you see shows a different time. People are constantly checking their watches, confused and frustrated. This is a world where time is not synchronized and every moment feels disjointed. It's a world where every town sets its clocks by the sun. In one village, the clock tower might strike noon, while just a few miles away, another town's sundial shows a completely different hour. The sun dictates the rhythm of life, but it's a rhythm that varies from place to place. Noon arrives at different moments, just a few miles apart. Confusion is the norm. Imagine trying to schedule a meeting or plan a journey when every town you pass through operates on its own unique time. The lack of a standardized time system makes coordination nearly impossible. Before the mid-19th century, this was our reality. Each community lived in its own temporal bubble, unaware of the exact time in neighboring towns. This fragmented approach to timekeeping was simply a part of daily life. Each town lived by its own local solar time. The position of the sun in the sky was the ultimate authority, dictating the hours of work, rest, and play. This method of timekeeping was deeply rooted in tradition and the natural world. Determined by the sun's position, this meant that time differed from town to town. As the sun moved across the sky, each community adjusted its clocks accordingly. This created a patchwork of times, each slightly out of sync with the next. This system worked for centuries when life moved at a slower pace. People lived and worked within their local communities, rarely traveling far from home. The need for precise timekeeping was minimal, and the natural flow of the day was sufficient for most purposes. But the Industrial Revolution changed everything. The advent of factories, steam engines, and railways brought about a new era of speed and efficiency. Suddenly the world was moving faster, and the old ways of keeping time were no longer adequate. With the advent of trains, travel became faster. Distances shrunk. People could now travel hundreds of miles in a matter of hours rather than days. This newfound mobility highlighted the inconsistencies in local timekeeping. But the time discrepancy between towns became a major headache. Travelers found themselves constantly adjusting their watches, never quite sure what time it was. The lack of a standardized time system made it difficult to plan journeys and coordinate activities. Train schedules were a nightmare. Each railway station operated on its own local time, making it nearly impossible to create a coherent timetable. Trains often ran late or missed connections, causing frustration and delays. Imagine trying to catch a train when every station operated on a different time. Passengers had to navigate a confusing web of time zones, each one slightly out of sync with the next. The need for a standardized time system became increasingly apparent as the world continued to modernize and connect. The railway system needed a solution, and fast. Enter standardized time zones. In 1883, the United States adopted 4 standard time zones: Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. This groundbreaking system synchronized time across vast distances. The idea caught on. In 1884, an international conference established 24 time zones across the globe, each zone spanning 15 degrees of longitude. This system, with some modifications, is what we use today. Take a look at a time zone map. It's more than just a tool for knowing the time in different parts of the world. It's a colorful tapestry of longitudinal slices, each one representing a different hour of the day. These slices are not just arbitrary divisions. They are carefully calculated to align with the Earth's rotation and the position of the sun in the sky. Each slice, or time zone, represents an hour difference from its neighboring zones. This system allows us to standardize time across the globe, making it easier to coordinate activities, travel, and communication. The International Date Line, a zigzagging line mostly along the 180th meridian, marks where each day officially begins. This imaginary line is crucial for maintaining the consistency of our calendar system, ensuring that the date changes as we travel across the globe. But it's not as simple as drawing lines on a map. The creation and adjustment of time zones involve a complex interplay of various factors. Politics, geography, and even cultural preferences influence how time zones are implemented. For instance, some regions may choose to adopt a time zone that better aligns with their economic partners or cultural practices. Some countries have multiple time zones, like the sprawling landmass of Russia. With its vast expanse, Russia spans 11 time zones, each one tailored to the local time of its regions. Others, like China, operate on a single time zone, despite their vast size. This decision simplifies administrative processes and unifies the country under one standard time, but it also means that some regions experience significant differences between their official time and solar time. Additionally, some countries observe daylight saving time, shifting their clocks forward or backward to make better use of daylight during certain periods of the year. This practice adds another layer of complexity to the global timekeeping system. Over the years, time zones have evolved, reflecting changes in political boundaries, economic relationships, and technological advancements. The history of time zones is a testament to humanity's ongoing effort to bring order to the natural rhythms of our planet. As we move into the future, the concept of time zones may continue to evolve, influenced by new technologies and global dynamics. The way we measure and manage time is a reflection of our interconnected world, a global patchwork that continues to adapt and change. Time zones shape our daily lives in countless ways. For businesses operating across continents, time zones are crucial for scheduling meetings, coordinating projects, and ensuring smooth operations. Imagine trying to close a deal with Tokyo while they're fast asleep. Time zones also dictate our sleep schedules, meal times, and leisure activities. We set our alarms according to time zones, catch international sporting events live despite the time difference, and even wish our friends across the globe happy birthday at the right time. Section 5. Time zone quirks, oddities, and anomalies. The world of time zones is not without its quirks. Time zones, while designed to standardize time across different regions, often present some fascinating oddities that can boggle the mind. These quirks are not just trivial facts, they have real-world implications for travel, communication, and even international business. Did you know that Nepal operates on a unique time zone offset from UTC by 5 hours and 45 minutes? This unusual time difference sets Nepal apart from its neighboring countries, making it one of the few places in the world with a 45-minute offset. This peculiarity can be traced back to Nepal's decision to establish its own time zone in 1986, a move that reflects its desire for independence and cultural identity. Or that China, despite spanning 5 geographical time zones, functions on a single time zone, Beijing Standard Time. This decision, made in 1949, was intended to unify the country under one standard time. However, it leads to some unusual situations, such as in the far western regions of China, where the sun can rise as late as 10 a.m. This single time zone policy is a testament to China's emphasis on national unity and centralization. Then there's the curiosity of the International Date Line. This imaginary line, located at roughly 180 degrees longitude, serves as the line of demarcation between one calendar day and the next. It zigzags to avoid splitting countries into different days, creating some interesting scenarios for travelers and residents alike. Cross it traveling westward, and you gain a day. Imagine taking a flight from Tokyo to Honolulu. You could leave on a Monday and arrive on Sunday, effectively traveling back in time. This phenomenon is not just a fun fact, but has practical implications for scheduling and planning. Cross it eastward, and you lose a day. Conversely, if you were to fly from Honolulu to Tokyo, you would skip a day entirely. This can be quite disorienting for travelers and requires careful planning to avoid confusion, especially for those on tight schedules. It's a real-life time travel paradox. These time zone oddities remind us that while we may try to impose order on time, it remains a fluid and sometimes perplexing concept. Whether you're a frequent traveler or just a curious mind, these quirks offer a fascinating glimpse into the complexities of our world. Section 6. The time zone. Dilemma, connection, and division. Time zones, while essential for our globalized world, can also be a source of division. Scheduling conflicts, missed calls, and the difficulty of staying connected with loved ones across time zones can strain relationships and hinder communication. However, time zones also connect us. They enable global commerce, facilitate international cooperation, and allow us to experience events happening across the world in real time. They remind us that we are part of a larger, interconnected world. Section 7. Time zones in the digital age. Still relevant? In our hyper-connected digital age, where communication happens instantaneously, are time zones becoming obsolete? Not quite. While technology has blurred some boundaries, time zones remain crucial for coordinating international business, scheduling global events, and maintaining order in our interconnected world. Moreover, time zones are deeply ingrained in our social fabric. They influence our daily rhythms, shape our cultural experiences, and remind us of our place in a world of diverse time zones. Section 8. Beyond time zones, a glimpse into the future. As technology advances, will we see a future beyond time zones? Perhaps a universal time system or flexible work schedules that transcend traditional time boundaries. Only time will tell. Yet, even with technological advancements, our fundamental relationship with time remains. The rising and setting of the sun, the cycle of day and night, these natural rhythms will continue to influence our lives, time zones or not. Section 9. Our relationship with time, a universal constant. Time zones, a human construct, attempt to impose order on the natural flow of time. They remind us that we live on a spinning planet, orbiting a star in a vast and ever-expanding universe. Whether we're bound by time zones or freed from their constraints, our relationship with time remains a fundamental aspect of the human experience. It's a relationship that connects us all, across borders, cultures, and time itself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, The Unknown Verse.